Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Timmy Treacle, also known as Horror Fan for Life, and I am bringing you yet another top 10 list. This is going to be my top 10 movies of 1992. And before I start my top 10 list, I have several honorable mentions, and they are Stay Tuned, Captain Ron, School Ties, Class Act, Sister Act, Single White Female, Unlawful Entry, Malcolm X, Beethoven, Passenger 57, Under Siege, Memoirs of an Invisible Man, The Mighty Ducks, Encino Man, and Candyman. All great movies, just couldn't make my top 10 list, but what did make my top 10 list at number 10 is Wayne's World. Wayne's World is a movie based on a Saturday Night Live skit by Dana Carvey and Mike Myers. If you haven't seen this movie, then what the hell are you thinking? This is a classic movie, and there's several cameos in this movie. Of course, Rob Lowe's in this movie as well, and pretty much that's it. I don't really want to get into details about this movie. Um, you have two guys that have their own TV show in Wayne Campbell's parents' house. It's a popular show that's on Friday nights. They love to party, go to concerts, and just have a bitchin' time. And he ends up meeting his dream girl. She happens to be a lead guitarist for a band, and she is really beautiful and she can sing too. This movie is a lot of fun. Dana Carvey, in my opinion, steals this movie away from everyone else. Although I love Mike Myers and everything, but he is really funny in this movie, especially the sequel too. But yeah, Wayne's World, great movie. Number 9, Basic Instinct. Number 8, Batman Returns. Number 7, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. This movie, you have Rebecca De Mornay, who is a mother to be. Her husband, however, has been indicted on sexual assault charges uh, from his patients, who are all females. They all have come forward and said that he sexually assaulted them. He ends up taking his life, and to top things off, she ends up losing her baby. And so she is out for revenge against all the mothers who complained and accused her husband of sexually assaulting them. She ends up taking a nanny job of one of those women, and from there, it's just a thrill ride of lying and just she is so demented in this movie. It is fantastic, and Ernie Hudson, in my opinion, uh, steals this movie. He plays a handyman who is um, more of a special needs type of gentleman. He's slow, but he can fix. He's good with his hands and everything. She's really mean to him, but she's really demented and badass in this movie, and that's why it's on my list. I love me some Rebecca De Mornay, so definitely check out The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Coming number 6 is White Man Can't Jump, one of the best basketball movies of all time. Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson. Harrelson is a former college player uh, who's got game. Wesley Snipes is a uh, construction worker uh, who can basically do anything with his hands. And they meet up on the court one day. They're all about the hustle, and Woody Harrelson's character only ends up hustling him, which is a lot of laughs. So they decide to team together and do some hustling of their own. But along the way, there's lying and there's hustling and cheating and setting people up along the way. But this is a great movie. It's a lot of laughs, uh, and it's just a classic. So definitely check out White Man Can't Jump if you haven't seen it. Coming number 5 is one of my favorite baseball movies, A League of Their Own. And this has a great cast. Gina Davis, Laura Petty, um, Madonna. Uh, you have Rosie O'Donnell, Tom Hanks, John Lovitz. It's just a great, great movie about the All American Girls Professional Baseball League, which is a real thing. It took place when the guys were off fighting in a war, and some of the owners wanted baseball to continue while the boys were fighting for their country. And so they brought in over 100 girls to try out for 4 teams, 16 girls to the team. Um, and they'd have their own uniforms. There'd be a World Series. And it was only supposed to be until the guys came back. Well, it ended up sticking around for 11 or 12 seasons. And they actually ended up in the Baseball Hall of Fame. They had their own wing, which is shown, spoiler alert, in the movie in the third act. And I just think it's a great thing. And they definitely have their part in history when it comes to baseball. But this is a funny movie, and it's one of the best baseball movies out there. Coming number 4 is My Cousin Vinny. My Cousin Vinny, oh my God. Ralph Macchio, Joe Pesci, Marissa Tomei, Fred Gwynn. This is a great, great movie. It is a dramedy, and it has to center around uh, uh, Ralph Macchio's character and his best friend are hitting the road to go to college. Along the way, they stop at this small town uh, uh, convenience store, and they take off. He forgets to pay for a can of tuna, and they get pulled over by the cops. Well, they think they are arrested for stealing a can of tuna. Come to find out that moments later, after they left, that the store clerk was gunned down and robbed. And people swear that it was those boys that did that. And he has to hire his cousin Vinny, played by Joe Pesci, to come and defend them. And from there, there's a lot of laughs. Joe Pesci and Marissa Tomei work so well together. Marissa Tomei actually won a Best Supporting Actress Oscar for her role, and she is just phenomenal in this movie. But this is one of the best court drama movies out there, and I highly recommend you check out My Cousin Vinny if you haven't already seen it. Definitely worth it. Number 3 is my favorite Western of all time, and that is Unforgiven. I have talked to death about Unforgiven. I have my review for Unforgiven on my channel, so check it out. But it comes in at number 3. Number 2 is Lethal Weapon 3. Yeah, who would have thought that the sequels get better as they go on? But this one just kicks ass. And you have a new character, Rene Russo, who ends up falling in love and marrying eventually Martin Riggs. And of course, Joe Pesci, Danny Glover return as well. And they are after a former cop who is stealing guns and killing other officers. And it's a lot of fun. It's just another great sequel to a great franchise. And yeah, I had a hard time not putting it on this list because it's just a great, great movie. So yeah, number 2 is Lethal Weapon 3. And my number 1 movie of 1992 is also my favorite animated movie of all time. And we're getting a live action movie of it this year. That, of course, is Aladdin. Aladdin, yes. My favorite animated movie of all time. You have Robin Williams, rest in peace, as the genie who steals the movie. This has got a great soundtrack, a great story, great animation, the directing, writing, everything about this movie is perfect. I don't have one problem with this movie, and I watch it anytime it's on TV. I'm just so hooked with this movie. The sequels, I haven't seen. I've heard good things about the second movie, but I'm not really keen on watching sequels uh, that much, especially if they're not released to theater. Maybe sometime eventually I'll check them out. But the original Aladdin is the best animated movie in my opinion. It doesn't matter if it's Disney, Pixar, doesn't matter what it is. I don't care. It is my favorite, and it is the best movie of 1992 in my opinion. So in the comment section below, did you agree with my list? Did you not agree with it? What are your top 10 movies of 1992? If you don't have a top 10 list, then by all means just name a few. And what movies on my list would you take off and replace with? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. And if you like this, give it a big fat thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you for supporting my channel. Don't forget to share these videos with all your family and friends. And let's have a nice, friendly discussion about some of the best movies of these years. Other than that, I thank you for watching. Stay tuned for one more top 10 list this evening, and it'll be my top 10 movies of 1993. Till then, I thank you for watching, and check you later.